Hey, how's it going? Today's January, and last couple of days on the markets, um, rates gone to about 1,000, and then it came back up. I just looked at it a couple minutes ago. It was about $35, $45 above positive territory. That means you have the giant monster trillionaires, billionaires, but cheap. So someone's playing games. Also, too, talking about raising the rates. They're going to do it anyways. They should have done it a while ago. So they need to raise the core point. And, if you're a buyer, I wouldn't freak out about it if your rates were set, because a long time ago when I started in the early 90s, mid 90s there, rates were running for conventional from 7.5 up to 8 3/4 just for conventional rate, and it was going up and down all the time. So the rate is still pretty low, and there's still a lot of opportunity. I kind of laughed. The one cat from Sirhan had some article today on Fox, and he was talking about there's still good deals in New York and blah blah blah, or just depending on where you're at. But New York's a giant metropolitan place. 8.5, 10 million people. So it's pretty vast, and the boroughs are pretty vast. So yeah, of course, there's always going to be deals there. It's just not everybody can afford to live in Manhattan. So, that's. But anyways, so there's always going to be deals there. The market, shocks. Yeah, well, you got all the stuff going on. China, Olympics. You got a lot of forces going at it, but it's going to take its hits. It's going to get pumped. It's just kind of the way it is, because there's just so much cheap cash around. At least they're going to raise it a point now. Even with then, it'll slow the housing market down, but still be deals to do. Right now, for a lot of investors, and I'm speaking to a lot of you investors out there, first-time buyers, first-time investors, because right now the price for wood and basically the products around wood to buy, can be fittings or footings or concrete, or if you're buying even slabs of sheetrock, or if you're buying basic stuff, paint, or basic stuff, all the prices have gone up, and you still got a lot of stuff in the ports in the West Coast. That's basically Port of LA, Long Beach, San Diego. There's a lot of stuff that's going on there. So it's just kind of one of those kind of crazy things. So you don't have a lot of control over that kind of stuff, and that's just kind of one of the things. That's just kind of the way it goes as far as that goes. And it's kind of a weird misnomer as far as that goes. The cost ratio and stuff like that. And that's one of those kind of weird, as far as that kind of stuff. Just you don't have a lot of control over it, and it's just one of those where you're not going to be able to have that kind of control over that kind of stuff. It's just you don't have it. Sorry, and in a lot of ways, just because of the amount of stuff going on. It's just one of those crazy things. Just the amount of stuff that's going on worldwide, and so everything affects everything else. And so you just kind of play that as far as that goes. And so you just need to look at it. There's going to be interest rates are going to go up and down. It's just the way to look for buildings, houses, commercial buildings. It's just kind of one of those things. Unless you're going to build on it right away, or you're going to get a waterfront piece of property, you're going to go ahead and spin and dump it. But anyways, I tell you to stay away from the list you're going to build on it. So when you're looking at all these different things as far as markets go, I always tell people don't get mad about it, because it's just going to happen. After 2008, people really saw what happened. A kid in the 70s watching Jimmy Carter, when I was just a kid, and everything was skyrocketing, and 18 to 20% in interest, and people were still buying homes, and they had to put down 20%. They didn't have any Alt-A or subprime or non-conforming stuff. I want to term it. They didn't have any of that cool stuff back then. It was just pretty much 20% or more now, because I remember that's how my parents bought their house. And so that's kind of the deal as far as that goes. They may close off some stuff if the rates keep going up. Will and a lot of these hot markets are going to cool down. It's just the nature of the beast. They're going to cool down. Still the safest place to put the money, but if the reserve currency changes, yeah. If the Fed starts to crypto, yeah. People are starting with crypto, but crypto got rocked and worse than that. Crypto is running to like $36,000 from where it was at 56,000, 55, 60,000. But it needed to be made. But like real estate's a long game. And so you got to remember it as a long game. You're looking for deals that you're looking at. It's a long game. The spin and dumps, the further you go out, the higher chances to find them. My thing is because the rates are so low, you keep your house, keep it for a while, and then down the road, maybe sell it off or just pay it off. Or, what I usually do is get it, juice some cash out of it as it keeps going up, cash yourself, and go buy yourself an apartment. So another thing is you need to become a student of finance. And that's why I keep saying to you guys, you need to be a student of finance is the key to all your stuff. Which they finance everything. Paul used to go to Deutsche Bank, $1 billion loans to buy all this real estate. He was building, all kinds of apartment towers with Class A space and courses and all that cool stuff. And he was doing this all over, but using other people's money, basically. Julius Caesar used to do that when he finances wars and stuff like that. He didn't use his money of Rome to finance his wars. So it's the same thing, using other people's money, OPM money. And that's kind of what you're doing. That's how you build it out. And that's what Grant Cardone talks about all the time, or Sam Zell, or some of these others that have done it, is that they use it. Donald Trump used to do the same thing, use other people's money all the time, and that's just kind of how you work it. I used to read stories about it. You used to see him do it, and he used to just told him he could go in and do it. He put as little money down as possible. He buys bank to go ahead and do this. Boom, done. Sam Zell, you could talk stories, this and this. The bank does this. So anyway, just keep looking for the deals. You got nickforecast.com. Always share this video. Right. Anyways, have a good day. Bye.